Hey guys, we're Mal today. So in today's video, we're talking about the Wallabies versus France. Of course, this is the third and final test between both these great sides, and yeah, what a series it's been so far. Of course, it's been one apiece. So whoever wins this game, this is the decider. So whoever wins this game is going to win this whole series itself. So it's going to be a very interesting game to watch. Of course, with this game being played within Brisbane, the Wallabies do have home advantage, which is a good thing for them, obviously. But this French side, it's a good side. Of course, this isn't their best side, to be perfectly honest. This is like their B/C team with most of their best players missing out, like the likes of Charles Albion, and Netamak, Dupont. None of them are involved in this one, so it's one of those which it does show signs that this French side, this young core of French, this French team is very good and up and coming. But at the same time, this Wallabies side is, they're doing well. They're doing well for themselves. So it's going to be very interesting to see who actually wins this series. But of course, we'll go over the teams right now. So of course, we'll start off with the Wallabies. So here is the Wallabies starting lineup. I want to buy you guys, tell you what I think about them, and afterwards I'll go over the France lineup, and then after that I will give my prediction for this game. So of course, starting with the Wallabies, with their front row, they have gone with the likes of James Slipper at number 1. They've gone with Brandon Pegamosa at number 2. And of course, Alan Alatoa at number 3. So again, I'd say a decent front row. Of course, they've made that one switch within that front row with the likes of Alan Alatoa replacing Tene Tupo within that front row. So I wouldn't say it's a bad switch in the sense. Obviously, like I always say, Tene Tupo is the best impact player off the bench in the world. So it's one of those which, if he's on the bench for you guys within any side, then you're guaranteed to get a good player off the bench. So I can definitely see why Alan Alatoa is definitely started ahead of him. And he does bring a lot more experience from the game. So yeah, I think it's a good selection there, in my opinion. Of course, the locks, they have made a change which I've been asking for, and it's finally happened. They've included Darcy Swan for the first time. Yeah, he's definitely deserved it. And of course, his partner in crime is Lachlan Saikai-Loto. So that combination of Darcy Swan as well as Lachlan Saikai-Loto will be a great combination, in my opinion. I think it's really the Wallabies' future lock pairing, in my opinion. But of course, this could change over time. But I think for now, this is definitely their strongest combination, in my opinion. And yeah, just can't wait to see them get a lot of lineup stills. Of course, the loose forward trio that the Wallabies have come to the likes of Lachlan Swinton at number 6. At number 7, they have come to the likes of Michael Hooper, of course, at number 7, who of course is the captain of the Wallabies. And at number 8, they've gone with Isi Nazarani at number 8. So yeah, very excited to see this trio work well together. I mean, of course, Lachlan Swinton, very excited to see him once again play, as well as Nazarani. Both of them have been somewhat brilliant for the Wallabies when they've got their chance. But yeah, Michael Hooper has been by far the standout loose forward for the Wallabies within both games so far. So yeah, hopefully he can continue his form. So yeah, moving on to the back line for the Wallabies. So of course, with a 9-10 combination, we have finally Tate McDermott starting, which is a great thing to see. I've been asking and praying for it for a very long time. And yeah, his a combination with Noah Lascelles number 10. So yeah, it's been a good combination really for the 9-10. So very excited to see Tate McDermott and Noah Lascelles play together. So yeah, very excited to see that, because I really think that's the future lineup, obviously, for the Wallabies for the next 2 World Cups, in my opinion. But I could be wrong, but I do think that's the next lineup. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Of course, with the center combination, they have gone with the likes of Hunter Basami at 12, and they've included Ikitau at number 13. So I actually think this is probably one of the, I wouldn't say it's their best combination, in my opinion. I would still say Basami and Jordan Batai is my favourite, but of course with Jordan Batai still out, I can definitely say Ikitau is probably the better option at this point in time compared to Matt Toomua. So I'm very happy to see that combination obviously going to play within this game. Of course, with the wingers, they have gone with the likes of Marika Corbetti at 11 and Dongaru at 14. So of course Dongaru is back into the side, which is great to see. Obviously for him, we'll get to see him obviously play within his third test. But Corbetti has just been brilliant for the Wallabies within both tests, so hopefully he'll be able to continue his form. Of course, with the last position, you do have the likes of Tom Banks at 15. So again, he's a great player to have for the Wallabies. He's been very decisive and obviously trying to finding gaps within the defence. Particularly that second try, which I believe it was Michael Hooper's try. He was very crucial in that try for sure. So hopefully he'll be able to find more gaps within this within the French defence. But other than that, that's kind of at the Wallaby side. So moving on to the French. So of course, here is the French lineup. I'll go over you guys, tell you what I think about it, and then afterwards I'll give my prediction for the game. So of course, with the this French lineup, with the front row, you do have the likes of for Latia at number 1, you do have the likes of Bollard at number 2, and of course you do have the likes of Falatia at number 3. So again, I would say it's a decent front row. Obviously, I wouldn't say it's their best front row, but at the same time, I understand they have to make some switches, rotations. So obviously, I do believe this is a new prop pairing, if I'm not mistaken. Comment below if I'm wrong with that, but I do believe this is a new prop pairing from the last time. So very excited, very excited to see what happens here. But of course, Bala has done pretty well, obviously for the French. I think he's been he's been included within the last two as well. So he's getting a lot of game time for the French within this series. So it's great to see, obviously, from his point of view. But of course, with the lock pairing for the French, they had come to the likes of Codox as well as Tafluena. So very excited to see how both of those play together, because of course Tafluena has been very influential for the French within this series. And yeah, Codox has done pretty well, obviously, within the last game as well. So both of them be very interesting to see how those two combine together. Of course, with the loose forward trio, you do have the likes of Citrin at number 6, you do have the likes of Woki at number 7, and of course Jalonch at number 8, who of course is the captain for this French side. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those three play together, because Woki, in my opinion, was the standout player, and of course I did give my man of the match towards him within the last one, so hopefully he's able to continue his form going off the last game. So anyway, moving on to the back line for the French. So for the 9-10 combination, you do again have the likes of Cololod at number 9, but they have actually gone with a different 10 this time, with the likes of Hastoy at number 10. So very excited to see how he does. Obviously, I haven't seen too much of him, to be perfectly honest, but I hope he does make an impact in this game. To change my mind. But of course, the centre pairing, you do the likes of Vincent at 12. So obviously he switched within that 12 spot in replace of Vanti. But you do the likes of Bararsi at number 13. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he does, because obviously this is going to be his first start for the French within this series. Within the for the wingers for the French, what they've gone with, you do the likes of Teddy Thomas at number 11, as well as Penant at 14. So I would say this is probably their best winger pairing, in my opinion, I think, for the French in any situation. So very excited to see how this goes, because I mean, I'm a big fan of Teddy Thomas. I mean, he's just a speedster by heart, and of course Penant is a very good winger, and obviously an up and coming winger. He's just he has quality written all over him, so hopefully he's able to continue his performances, really. Of course, with the last position, you do have the likes of Jaman, who's done very well for the French, was spot on really with his kicking with the last one. Obviously, he had 8 out of 8 kicks he kicked, so he was brilliant for the last one. So hopefully he's able to continue his form. But other than that, that's kind of with the French squad. So yeah, if I'd actually say who wins this game, I mean, this is the decider, so it's obviously going to come down to a winner. But I think I have to go with the Wallabies. I think obviously the Wallabies are at home, so that's kind of the thing that's leaning me towards them, and it's at Brisbane as well. So I do believe Tim McDermott will have a good game. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with the Wallabies. If I have to give a score prediction, I think the Wallabies will win this by a close margin. So I'm gonna say they'll only win this by, I'll say, 2 points. So I'll say they'll win this game by 25 points to 23. Yeah, 25 points to 23 is my final prediction for this game. Anyway, just hope you guys have a good day. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.